Mic check. Is this thing on? Hello, mic work team. Yeah, the music is so loud. Hold on, let me fix this. Panic, hold on. Panic. All right. There we go. All right, first of all, we can't play rap music because we have crypto traders here. They don't listen to rap, okay? Put some respect on the trader. What's up, guys? What's up? How's the music to Mike now? Nah, I'm joking. I'm trolling, by the way. It's copyright issues, to be honest. We get copyrighted. Copyrightation. All right, Russ. Heard you, bro. Heard you. All right, let me hear the music, and then we can start talking about Bitcoin. The mic up. Let me try something. All right, I think the mic is all right. I mean, I could hear it on my laptop. Sounds good. All right, no more trolling. All right, so we'll talk about some Bitcoin today. We'll also look at legacy. We'll look at gold. We'll look at the dollar, because I feel like a lot of people are paying attention to the DXY, SPY, and whatnot. It's Q4. So let's see, maybe we can do like a fresh chart. So yeah, let's try to stream a bit different. So let's just draw a new chart, right? So that's where we'll start. We'll draw a new chart just to see, and just to see what's up. And we'll start going on to lower time frames. So we'll start from the weekly first. Before I start, how's the chat doing? Did you guys have a good trading week? Did you guys get wrecked? Made money? All right, nobody replies. So I'm guessing you guys got wrecked. And it's all right. We all get wrecked. It happens. You know? Underwater, long since 41. Nice, bro. Nice. Trading week was all right. That's good, man. People got wrecked, you know. Study week, that's good. You gotta study, so you gotta get that studying in. I've been slacking, so I haven't really studied lately, but you know, I gotta do more of that. Chopped out this week, still learning. Nice. You donated all money to the whales? That's funny, bro. Yeah, it be like that sometimes, you know. You gotta donate to the market. Long the AVAX at Coinbase listing, it dumped. Yeah, bro. When Coinbase lists something, it'll pump right away, and then you'll get dumped on. It's just the way it is. Ninja, we coming for your stop, bro. Nice, bro. Good luck, bro. I'm long right now. Try to get my stop, bro. Let's see. I'm still holding this long right here. 41.8. I don't think they coming from my stop, bro. If they coming from my stop, then we nuking. Hey, what's the indicator you're using for candle coloring? Looks sick. I haven't seen it before. To be honest, you see this guy right here on my Twitter, this troll? Let me show you this troll right here. In silico. This is like his indicators. So like I don't even know what they do, to be honest. They just look cool, but they don't work. Like, so it looks good, but it don't do shit, you know? If anything, it gets me wrecked. So I paid for it because all this stuff looks cool, right? But this shit don't give me entry. What is this? Look how cool it looks though. Like, no lie, look at it. To be honest, it looks cool. Nah, I'm joking. They probably work, but I just haven't really put the time in. Like, you know, the weekly it topped out here. So maybe we could look at these indicators together and try to come up with a strategy later. Wouldn't that be cool to try to come up with a strategy from his indicators? Because I'm pretty sure they're good, right? But I just never really put in the time to use it. So yeah, let's start the video now. Nice chatting with you guys. I'll see you guys in another hour. Nah, I'm joking. So we'll start the video. I'll try to keep it as interactive as possible, to be honest, because like I think talking to the chat, it just makes the stream a bit funner. So yeah, you guys can, you know, talk. I'll be looking in the chat. So to understand where we're at in terms of like, you know, market structure, let's just start from the weekly. All right. So first, let's start. So this is going to be a new style of charting, right? We're going to do fibs on this chart, and we're going to go to work. But I want to take these colors off. So like before, let's just see which one is given the colors. Is it this? Yeah, this one. All right, yellow's fine, whatever. All right, so here we go. So the weekly time frame, right? Let's just start with, all right, so the initial impulse that got us out was here. You see this candle right here? This was the initial impulse move up. So what I want to do now, this is around 12K. Bro, no lie, I remember longing 12K, right? I longed 12K on like high leverage, like 25, and I took profit at 1250, bro. 1250. Let that sink in on a leverage long. So $50 move, I took profit, and I was happy because it was 25 leverage. So that's like, you know, you think it's not much, but if you're 25 leverage at 12K, and you take a profit at a $50 move, that's like 10% gain or some shit, like 8%. So I was happy with that. I was like, let's go. And bro, we never retraced to 1250. Like you can see it from here. So because I was buying the breakout over here at 12K, you can see, like, I'm not even bullshitting you guys. I remember this trade too. So you guys see there was a 12K resistance, and I bought the breakout at market, and I was like, yo, I just made 8% in like, you know, a couple of minutes, right? 25 leverage. But if I held it, bro, GG. But it's all right, you know, we got some long. So yeah, we're gonna start with the weekly candle. We'll start with this 12K candle since I do remember it. So like right here, I consider this the impulsive move that took us into the bull market. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the fib tool. This is a new way of starting the stream, and we're gonna grab the fib tool to this candle here that pretty much sent us to the nuke, right? Here we go. Boom, this candle. So we connect from the body to the body, and look, interesting that we found support at the golden pocket. We found support here. Like literally, this is just science and mathematics that we bounced over here, right? And funny enough that there was already support here. It's just science. Don't even question Fibonacci's or not anything. It's just mathematics, science, and how trading works, all right? That these levels have confluence. So like, if we do it like that, right? you can see that right now we are sitting at a 3.82 level, and you can see even that when we got to the 0.5, you can see all the like, you see what's going on here, right? There's a lot of, you know, compression, whatever you want to call it. These are weekly candles, by the way, right? So there's a lot going on at the 0.5, and currently we're sitting at the 0.382, which is 40.3, which is also a key level in the range, if you guys remember that range that I was showing you. So it's just funny how all of these things align, right? It's just like, you know, science, bro. So like 40.3, this level is also this level for me, and I didn't even know that, to be honest. Like, this is my first time seeing it, right? So like if we go to this chart, we'll try to hide this. This is a little dirty chart, but it's all right. We'll just try so you can understand. So that 40.3K level is my range high, right? See this range over here when we nuked? Range high, broke, and now we're just above it, right? We're above that range high. So here's the mid-range of it, 36, 35. So yeah, that 43.K level has significance, 40.4 or whatever. So yeah, range high, also 3.82, right? So 0.5 is 34K, which is also the short squeeze candle, right? Remember that candle that got pretty much a lot of people wrecked, short squeeze? And yeah, that's just these levels off of this one fib tool, right? So we're just gonna delete the fib since we marked the 618 zone, and I guess we can mark this 0.5 level because 35K is gonna be key as well, right? So we got 2 levels off this fib, right? 30. All right, let's delete this tool now. Look at that. Just off of one fib tool, we have like some levels that on a higher time frame don't look bad, right? Let's see. Green, black. What do you guys think about this color scheme right here? Do you guys like this color scheme, or do you like black on black? I need feedback. This one's good. Black on black. Shit's fire. Black on black. I'm stealing it. Bro, you funny. I'm stealing the green and red original. Alright, so that's funny. But yeah, so like I think this is a bit less confusing because you can see the red candles. But to be honest, I do like to just look at no color candles and just like, you know, go like this. I think this is cleaner. All right, so anyways, we have the levels, and these are the Fibonacci levels, right? So we have the 0.5 here, and we have the 0.382 where it's kind of wicking off of, right? That's just Fibonacci. That's just a way to start on higher time frames. And then now we're gonna see if we find some important weekly levels that we think are key on this chart. So when drawing levels on the chart, I always like to look at areas where the chart had pivoted or where you can see some type of resistance, you know? And just looking at the weekly time frame, I think like, maybe like, let me try to make these a bit lighter. Hold on, let me see how it looks. Yeah, so I'm trying to see a good weekly level that is up here, right? So, we have this candle here that we would want to see the weekly close above, right? To be bullish. So Bitcoin is going up right now. That's nice, good to see. Which is 46, right? So this is the bearish structure break. So ideally, we want to see in the near future get above 46.4. That's the level right here. So that's just going to be one level that we mark because that is going to be a key level. And I'm going to even talk about it on the TPO as well why that level is key on TPO as well. All right, so yeah, just off weekly, and then this level here, what is that, 48.5? 48.5 on the weekly time frame is like another key area, because you can see, like, even here we try to support at 48.5, and then like once we got this close, we pretty much nuked down to 29Ks, and then when we came back, you see we struggling at 48. So that's another area that we're gonna want to see Bitcoin go up. But yeah, so that's the weekly time frame. And now, since we do have that those fib levels, before we exit and go to the daily, let's just let's get another fib, one more. So this is the real impulsive move that pretty much sent us in a kind of parabolic run, and this was around 20K. So you see this candle here, this is 19K. So yeah, so let's start from here on this fib tool, and then we're gonna take it to this candle right here. So this candle is the real candle that started this quote-unquote bear market. That's why I'm referring back to this candle versus this candle. I mean, we could put it at this candle, but I feel like this candle is more accurate. See, like, we could put it here, right? But I would say this is the more accurate candle. That's just how I like to do my fibs. And I'm gonna see, is these levels as good as the other ones? 32, 33. We had some consolidation here. So 32, 33 is this level. But as far as like these levels here, I don't see anything significant. Maybe 38, right? You see the resistance, the break. So yeah, 38.6 is a key level, and that's going to be another level that we want to buy dips anyway. So that's a good level to have. All right, so that's just to get an idea. So now we could go to the daily time frame and see how we are looking at the daily candles, right? From the daily. So this is a new way. There's a new way that we started the stream, just drawing some levels to get a different perspective. All right, so this 46K area is going to be the immediate level we want to see price get above, right? Because you can see here, we nuked, right? This nuke over here, we nuked from 46. And now we just need to break back above it and move up. All right, so we're just going to delete that to get the chart a little bit cleaner. And yeah, just looking at today's daily candle, it is bullish, but still on daily structure, we still need to make a higher low, if that makes sense. So like we had this swing point, right? Swing, higher low here, right? You see the higher low. Now on the next pivot, we want to see a break above 45. And that's why I'm like convicted that if we are truly bullish, we're going to get that break above 45, because that's the next level to make that, you know, higher, to break the structure. So this is the structure that we got to break. So daily has to go above 45. Whatever happens here doesn't matter, because like once we close above here, that's going to officially break structure, you know. Hold on, the music stopped. Let me just make sure, like, let me make sure we good. All right. So we started with this one. All right, cool. So yeah, that's just daily time frame. But as of now, this is a bullish daily candle, right? You can't deny it. But we all know crypto. Like, this daily candle can literally get engulfed and we'll be back at 40K, right? That could happen. But we'll talk about that later, right? Do you think SPX daily can take BTC down? Possibly. It can, maybe, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. So yeah, so daily structure, just based on market structure, we formed that higher low, right? Because this seems to be a pivot now, right? This level, I will consider a pivot. So the next pivot is going to be really important on the daily. So we're going to want to pay attention to whether or not that BTC is going to get above this, you know, 45K level and then make a pivot. right? Because the ultimate goal is to at least close a daily above this candle here, which is 47. And that's going to take time, because like even in the next couple of weeks, people are saying October will be bullish, because that's just generally how, you know, Bitcoin performs. And it's true, in the past years I've traded Bitcoin, I would say mostly October has been bullish, but you can still get chopped up because it's a long month, right? We can nuke, right? The daily candle's gonna, October's gonna open in 1 hour, so like we can be at 43k, but then we could nuke all the way to like 35k and close the month at 50k, and it would be considered a bullish month. So like just because it's bullish doesn't mean you can't get wrecked. But yeah, anyways, so we have these daily structure, we just discussed that, and now the range I was talking about is basically this range here that, you know, I like this 40.6k level, right? We like 40.6k, and which is initially why I longed that in the first place. And then this candle here at 35k is the short squeeze candle. This is a candle that initiated that short squeeze initially, that got a lot of bears wrecked. Like, just look at this wick. %14 move, and it happened within 1 day. So like a lot of shorts got liquidated. So 35k is that area that we want to see. Even if we dump, we want to see 35k hold. All right, nothing has changed, and this resistance is now trying to act as support. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 days, and bears couldn't nuke 40k, you know. But to be honest, we don't want to keep seeing Bitcoin come down here. Like, we just want to start going up from here, right, on the daily time frame. But anyways, now that we have like this bigger picture perspective, right, we know in the near future, in the next couple of days or whatever, we're going to want to see a pivot that will happen above 45k. So we want to see a daily close above 45k, whether that's, you know, within the next couple of days or so. We want to get that close above so we can confirm that we broke structure. All right, so now we can start going to lower time frames just to get an idea of like what's going on, right? So like I think I've took this long at 41.8. Actually, this long was like, this is the entry here, 41.8, but I started this long at like 41.2. So I think I longed on that account like over here. So 41.2, I was long in this area. I did not take profit here, and then on the dip I just added over here, and I just held because I believe that they are going to test this 45k area soon, you know. And yeah, like that's just my opinion, that they're going to try to pump it and break that daily structure. It's October. Does it have to happen? No, but I mean, it will be a good time to happen. And then even if we go on the hourly time frame, you see this is an order block, and like this level, in my opinion, should get tested as well, and that's like 46.9 to 47.2. So the reason why, like, I posted this tweet, let me see, where's the tweet? All right, this is the tweet. All of the selling and bear still didn't break 40k, right? The support that we just talked about, right? Because we had massive selling here, right? A lot of sell pressure, and they didn't really break it. And then a lot of the times it's like, I'm guessing most are scared of DXY going up, so people are correlating the markets, right? So dip buy mode in full effect. This is not the tweet, by the way. Okay, this is the one. So yeah, since 52k, right? Because I shorted Bitcoin up here, and unfortunately I didn't hold my short. But since this short, like from this area, all I have been doing is longing, so I really haven't shorted. I think I took one scalp short, so it's just been long only on dips, and you know, been profitable in this whole range just buying dips. So like, why would I short? I mean, you can, but you see the price action here, this is just like TWAP manipulation, this price action. You know, it already got mean reverted. So like when you see price action like this, it's just like market makers manipulating TWAP, down only. Even here, TWAP. So yeah, that's just me. I just been longing and it's been working profitably. So like the reason is because if I'm longing here around 41s, 42s, like the upside target is here, 47s at least, 45s, whatever, right? If I'm shorting in this range, yeah, we can scalp short. Like we can take a short and scalp these areas, but the risk to reward is on the upside. Same reason, same thing at 52K. Like in these areas, if I'm shorting, the risk to reward is on the downside. So when everybody is trying to long, I would look to play the risk to reward, right? So here, a lot of people want to short. I'm trying to get a move up here, you know, because if we're gonna look at it, like let's just say you longed 42K or 42K. Like let's just look at the risk to reward. 42K, your stop loss, right, is here, and this is like just trolling. You have a 2.5 R, right? The closer you get, right, your risk to reward increases, right? But eventually you want to target this liquidity void and order block, right? Because the bulls are going to be interested to get up here because there's a liquidity void in this whole area right here. So this is an easy target for the upside, right? So that's why I was interested to long everything, because if we start breaking 40K, then, you know, I'm getting out of longs. It's really that simple. But if I'm long in 40K, I'm going for 47K, 50K, 55K. So yeah, that's just the idea of risk to reward, you know. But yeah, that's just that. Let's see if we could draw some trend lines. All right, so we like this trend line here. So we do like this trend line, and I think this is the first time I drew it. And here's the reason. So like in this area, this trend line is acting as resistance. We broke it, confirmed the support move on it, and then we came back to retest it. Like pay attention to detail right here on this candle. You can see that it tried to hold above this candle, right? That same trend line. So we closed below it, acted as resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4 resistance, right? Over here, we pivoted right at that same thing. Touch 1. So now we're almost here, right? So breaking above this level would give that extra little bullish bias that we need. So we're gonna watch that trend line, and even if we pivot up here, it can serve as a wall for shorts, right? Just something to watch. And then we have this breaker area that we're gonna even put a zone around, because this is gonna be the area that needs to get tested, and which is 45.6. So that's the first target on this long right here, 41.8. So first target will be testing this area over here. So like something like this, right? If we do get some more buy pressure, we would break this candle first and then pump up to this, at least this area. And then from here on, it's just like, if you already missed the move, it'll be waiting to replay the retest of this trend line, just based on this chart, right? So that's just something to watch, and just drew that trend line now. As far as downside, because we will talk about downside just in case we nuke, right? So here's how I've been playing these longs down here. So the important thing about executing when the market is dumping it's just to wait until you see buying coming in the order books, or like market structure breaking, and then you want to join the party, right? Because like, for example, what I mean by that is like, here we go, 1 2 3 4 5 6, right around 40k. So like, longing this level blindly, like just saying like, okay, if price comes here, I'm just gonna long it, it's kind of dangerous because, right, at any point we have 6 touches, it can just nuke right through it, you understand? And at that point, it's like, if we nuke right through these areas, where's the liquidity going to be resting? On a lot of sell pressure. And it would basically be near these wicks, because you know there's going to be a lot of stop losses here, a lot of people getting liquidated right here, right? Because that's where they want to invalidate. So then it comes down to, if we do nuke these levels, then we'll be buying the liquidity below here, this area, right? And then we'll be looking for longs, because now we have other levels like 38k and whatnot, you know, to confluence. But breaking this area, you'd want to be looking for liquidity below here to get long, because that would be the highest probability, right, to get long below 40k on people getting wrecked, unfortunately. So that's that. And the way I've been executing these dumps is like if I'm waiting on a 3 or 5 minute structure, I'm just gonna wait for a structure break. Like, I remember on this dip, I was already holding long underwater, so I didn't really add over here, right? So something like this is like, you can wait for that structure break. So like, we had the downtrend, we broke structure right here, and then that's the best thing to do, is to get in long on the structure break. The first structure break, you just get in, because now you have invalidation. And we caught longs like that before on stream on structure break. So even if that does happen again, like if we dump down to these levels, my plan would be to not long it blindly, but to wait until we have that structure break. And then for blinding and trying to snipe is below these levels, right? You want to snipe down here, you don't want to snipe here, because we already tested these levels so many times. So that's just being prepared for the downside. Even though I think price will go up, I don't want to marry my bias going up, right? I want to be flexible to be ready and have a plan to play the downside as well. So that's why I just brought it up. But yeah, I think we will at least try to test 45k. But if it doesn't happen, then, you know, we can play the downside as well. I mean, from this lower time frame price action, this is still technically bullish. So like, trying to short here, you can be profitable, yes, because even if like you try to short now, you have your invalidation right here, right? Invalidation, right? So like, I'm just giving an example of short setups. If you just market short right now, you have clear invalidation, and then you can target the bottom part of this range, 1.6. I mean, you can target this candle, right? The gap, 3.6. But the best thing would be is to short closer to invalidation, right? Look at the risk to reward on the short side. So you can't take shorts. And how I typically like to short, if I am shorting, would be once they take this liquidity, I would wait for price to start closing below, and then form a you know, bearish structure on lower time frames, because you can get in. That's how I shorted 52k. I was waiting on lower time frames. But yeah, you can short and make money. I mean, but the way this price action is, it's bullish consolidation, right? So this whole zone, we're consolidating, right? We just broke up, and it's just bullish consolidation until, right? Hold on. So it's bullish consolidation until we break below here, and then we have this level, right, that people would want to buy because it was resistance and we didn't retest it. So that's why even if we do dump, there's going to be buyers stepping in. You know, we have this level here, so there's going to be buyers stepping in on the downside, which is why I'm holding long, right? lower time frames, but not saying that you can't short. I'm just personally more interested in longing dips versus shorting. All right, so yeah, we talked about Bitcoin. I guess I could just take a breather, talk to chat. If you guys got questions, you can feel free to ask. On lower time frames, this is like the new chart. Completely new bias, by the way. So like this chart, fresh chart, I literally just did it now. So like I didn't even look at these levels. So this gives me a new bias, right? Is there any spot buying? Good question. Let me put my other laptop on. I really haven't been watching Coinbase order flow today. But we could check their order flow even though. So somebody asked the question, best time frames to trade. I mean, that's a good question because it all depends on like your life and your schedule and what type of person you are, right? So like for scalping, if you want to intraday scalp, you're gonna have to spend more time at the computer. You're gonna have to spend more time looking at charts. So like if you work part-time, it'll be difficult to become a scalper because you want to be in and out of the market. So like you don't want to trade the hourly time frames and whatnot. As a swing trader, you can trade from the 4-hour, the daily, and whatnot. So it all depends on what do you want to do. Best sessions to trade. So that's another good question. It depends. I don't think there's really a quote unquote best session. I just like to trade Asia session sometimes, and I mean, so Asia and New York session is really the ones that have, you know, good volume and a lot of activity going on. And then sometimes the London session is good. If we break 40K, where's the support? So if we break 40K, then the first area I want to look at, if we do break 40K, the first area I'm going to be interested is right below it, from below this wick, 39.6. It will be around 37 to 38, right? That's going to be an area I'm going to look. And then after that, it would be from 36 to 35. So I would expect those two areas to hold. But nothing is guaranteed. We could nuke right through it, right? Because I've seen some crazy shit happen in crypto. So always ready to, you know, always ready for violence, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is this chart. We have this chart here. Basically, the trend, this channel from here, and you know, it gives plays off of these bounces. Like all of these bounces are scalps, right? You can take scalps. Like when I have this trend line, when I see price coming here, easy scalps that I will take, right? $100, $200, $300 moves. With the right leverage, you can make money. So that's just trend lines that, like, for example, right now, if we do dump, I'm going to be playing longs at these trend lines. I'm going to play them because, one, we have the structure break candle over here. You guys see that? And then we have this bullish breaker that can basically be supported near that trend line. So we're going to be looking to long 41.8, 42 with validation right below it. Target at least 42.8. One trade a day keeps the full-time job away. We inside. What's good, Dino? My boys in the chat. So yeah, lower time frame. Bitcoin is bullish. Ninja, are you still playing with SOL? Absolutely. So I'm still long on SOL. Like I told you guys, a long SOL right here. Market bought around 120. Never touched it. It's just chilling. I'm holding spot. It went to 150. Didn't even take profit. You know, didn't take profit at 150. Didn't panic close at 126. Holding, right? If it comes back down to 120, it's fine. I'm going to buy more at 100. And then if it comes down to 80, I'm gonna buy more. And if it goes below that, then we're just gonna hold for like 3 years until the bear market's over. So we'll try to work on the average around $40 and stuff. We become investors, bro. Investor. But right now, Bitcoin still looks bullish. If we go to this chart here, this is my old chart. Same thing. I got this 44, right? This whole area that we need to start breaking above to get that higher high in. Let's look at these other charts. Good. Look at this chart here. We got 45, yeah, 45. You can see, yep. Try to support, turn into resistance. So yeah, we gotta break above 45. That's the key level. And then after that, we're gonna like from 45 to 47, we can move quick, but we have to just break 45 and then hold 45. So breaking 45K is going to be important, and holding above 45 is going to give a good sign of bullish. Check out the 3-month chart. Sure, I'll look at the 3-month chart. Let's look at it. All right, so the 3-month chart. All right, you're looking at the 3-month chart, and we can see that wicked above this candle. Interesting. But I don't know, you can't really, people don't even know what's gonna happen an hour away. So looking at a 3-month chart, it's like troll. But this is how the monthly's closing now. Monthly candle closing in 28 minutes, like this. It's not bearish, right? Because we held 41. So the bulls did a really good job closing the month strong. So like, shout out to the bulls. The 3-day time frame, right? 48. So yeah, there's a lot of upside potential on Bitcoin. So which is why I'm bullish. Not because of Q4 and whatnot. That's just the narrative. So like drawing this trend line here, we kind of are sticking up on it. So like we'll just get another one in like that. So we want to see these areas hold on dips. So these trend lines are more so like I like to call them, you know, bias. So they give me that bias. So I see it above these trend line, it gives me a bullish bias. So even copy this trend line here, get the same slope. See, we got some touches here, resistance. So like 45.5, also an area where it will have trouble. So just using trend lines like that to give you bias. So like wicking up here can be a good sign to take profit, especially if it starts closing back below 45. So little stuff like that. So we're just gonna go through some of these charts and see. We got this yellow zone highlighted, and this is basically support, old support turned into, like, we can say resistance. So yeah, like you can see it on many charts that breaking above, you know, 44 to 45 is going to be a good sign for some bullish continuation. Because then we got these levels here. This is a good level, right? This is 46.6. Support, nuke, resistance, wick, resistance flipped, right? Support, so 46.6 to 47. And if we look at TPO, same thing. It's going to be a good area for business, for bigger players. All right, we'll just wait until that loads. But yeah, Bitcoin right now, I'm still bullish, and I do think that we are gonna see more upside. So I'm ready to buy more dips. I'm holding spot. until I see a high probability play. But I mean, nothing more to say. Is we bullish, boys. It looks good. All right, so even here we have some giga trend lines. Let me just get these trends out of here. And these trend lines start, what is that, 44.8, and then we have 45.6. So all of these trend lines are matching up to 45, so it's gonna be a key area. Explain in details about the structure break before you take a trade. I think I've explained that on past streams. Even had entries from similar discussions. So I think like it's better to just go through my last streams, because I could explain it real quick, but I definitely talked about it, structure break. So it's something like this, right? Here's an example. I would give a quick little idea of structure breaks. So you see I have a level here, right? This zone, right? You can look at it as whatever you want, your own level, right? So like this is your level. So when price is approaching your level, you have a choice. You can long blindly, like you can take the long here during a downtrend and maybe it'll continue nuking, or you can wait for a lower time frame structure break. So if we're gonna go to the 3-minute time frame, what I mean by that is like you have this candle that sends you down, right? So this candle sends you down, it hits your level. So your idea of a structure break can be closing a 3-minute candle above here and then looking for a dip to long, right? So we got the close above here. Now you want a long, but you're not longing near your level, but at least you have confirmation. So it didn't really give a good dip to buy, to be honest, because like it broke and then you see what happened. So that's how I used to like to long. And sometimes I long blindly, like you know, sharp moves like this, I like to long blindly. So it just takes a lot of practice and like a lot of trading, a lot of being wrong, and then you would know like what is a good area. So even this trend line, we have this trend line here. So many charts. So like if you know, I have like at least 12 to 14 Bitcoin charts I look at, to be honest. And it doesn't really affect my trading. But even here, there's another trend line that we didn't even look at. And this trend line is around 46.1. And that is also an area that has some type of, you know, some type of shit going on. But just looking at the chart, Bitcoin is trying to pivot above here and get that break of structure. So like, what I mean by structure is like even here, I like this trend line over here, to be honest. Like this is a nice trend line that I would play on the upside, like. But what I mean by that is like over here, you have the initial high, you made the lower high, and now Bitcoin is trying to switch that up. So it's trying to break above here, right? Break the structure, and then a lot of people, a lot of bulls, they're gonna want to buy the dip now and try to get that, you know, continuous movement up, you know. So that's all it is to structure breaks and whatnot. So a lot of the people with big money like to wait and then get in, but we can do that on lower time frame, you know. We can do that on 3-minute time frames. We don't have to wait like these rich folks. We can scalp this shit because it's all the same. The markets move the same, whether it's on a 3-minute or whatever. So yeah, that's Bitcoin. 20 minutes until close, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. In the meantime, right? So I've been streaming for 51 minutes. I'll stick around. So like, yeah, on my Delta account, I'm usually scalping, but I'm kind of in a position already. So like, I mean, I could take profit. So I think the account is 1.1K now. I think it was like 300 or something, right? And like, I've been focused more on trading my main account and building that versus the DGen account. So that's why I didn't really care about this account, because I've been trading on my other accounts, just been focused on that. But yeah, no reason to close this position, because even if we break, like, I'm looking to add on this position, right? 41.8. So around 42K, if we come, I'll just add on to it, or maybe like take profit then add. So yeah, just managing it. So if you miss the move and you are looking for a dip, there's a few things I would wait for. Like I said, I'd wait for a break above here, and then you could buy the dip, because buying here, I don't know, like, I just don't trade like that. But besides that, I would wait until we get a dip over here. So this looks like the cleaner. Like, if you're patient, you can wait over here, you know. The last tune was valid. Yeah, this lo-fi playlist is, I'm not gonna lie, got good vibes. So yeah, here's the playlist to people that don't have it. That's the playlist. But yeah, guys, like, all I've been doing is like waiting for dips and just buying dips, like just patiently waiting. And if I'm scalping, which I haven't really been scalping lately, it would be like during New York session or like Asia. So like within the next 20 minutes, we should see some volume kicking in. So it'll be around that time when the volume is coming. Get a quick in and out. And like, I would scalp on this, but I want to keep this position. Like, you can take the daily fade play. Like, if for some reason we start pumping above here, right, you can take a play. So like, even we have potential SFPs as well. So like, you can look out for SFPs above here. And then we have the trend line here that, you know, could act as resistance. But I wouldn't really short on the first touch here, because we could easily teleport. So, but for example, right, if I'm playing this trend line here and I want to short it because we had the touches, right? So what I would do is, like, I would just wait, not blindly short it for obvious reasons, but I would wait here. I would wait until I get lower time frame break of structure and then invalidate above that high, and then easily could target here, can target here. So like, it will be more so waiting for a break of structure instead of blindly shorting it, if that makes sense. Is Sam Weiss dead? I don't know, like, is he? I feel like he made a lot of money, so I don't think he's dead. No, he's not. He's in my Discord. He's been on. I think he just took a break from trading, because I see him in my Discord. But yeah, it's just patient. If I'm looking to play positional plays, I'm just gonna wait down here to see if we can get a nice dip around 42Ks. I'd probably start longing here, and if I feel like scalping, then, you know, I'm gonna be taking positions around the trend line or like a break of structure coming up, Because like if you want to do a range here, you start the range like this level, then you have this area that could be good. So like, you know, above here you can look to short, going to below here, targeting the range, because we're still like in a lower time frame range. But to be honest, I made profits on these dips, like longing these dips. I made good profit for the week, so there's no need to get greedy. Like, you can just like wait for the market to come to you. So yeah, we got 15 minutes. Let's just look at SPY, which is getting extremely wrecked right now. Like, I think we had charts on SPY though. SPY is just getting wrecked, to be honest. Like, do we have a better chart somewhere? Interesting, this one here. Yeah, SPY right now, it's like on life support, bro. Like, so like, in my opinion, if the SPY nukes right here, then the next level would be to bid down here. But I don't know. Like, people are looking at the dollar. This is the DXY. So the yearly highs over here, we broke that, and now people are trying to time the downtrend of the dollar, because look at the dollar and look at gold and silver, right? So gold and silver bounced today, and it's basically because the dollar kind of, you know, went down, I guess, or broke structure. So they're trying to time it, these banks and corporations, hedge funds, to where like if the dollar starts downtrending, then gold will start uptrending, silver uptrends, and the SPY uptrends. So out of everything here, everything responded to that dollar. So like Bitcoin, it front ran, right? It started pumping before the dollar started nuking. SPY, on the other hand, it's like near the equal lows right here. So it's gonna be very interesting watching SPY tomorrow. I will be watching it because we have equal lows here, and this could be either a bait for shorts or we could get a nuke. And if this equal low nukes, then the only level that's even relevant for me is like down here at 42s, right? So it's gonna be interesting to watch. Bitcoin is looking bullish and the SPY is looking bearish, which is like, you know, pretty weird. But let's see, today had this resistance area that I had to hold, and I had the trend line here, and we nuked right through it. Like, manipulation and shit. So yeah, let's look at crypto. We have Solana, which I'm long in, which is like, I don't know why it hasn't sent already, but if you see these trend lines, next one to hit is up here around 160s. So that's a long way to go. FTT, we're still holding that $50 level that Trebeka likes, whatever his name is. Sam's buddy. Huh. His buddy. So he's holding price at 50. And yeah, $50 is his buying point. Tabasco. Mango looks good. I'm still holding Mango, by the way. So initially I had this level here, and the reason for this level is because when the coin got released, you can see resistance flip into support, and now we expect the SR flip, support resistance flip, to hold. So we held it once, tapped two, So we expect it to hold above this 24, 26 level. SRM, once we broke that trend line, got wrecked. And ideally, the next area would be near the trend line to short it. But as far as SRM, I think I wanted to short below, I would say below $6. So below this area. But the fact that it's holding up here shows that it does have some type of strength. DYDX, dip buy soon. For me, I don't really play those stocks that already like went crazy. Like, I mean, they're probably the best, but like if you look at this shit, 30-minute time frame, we formed the breaker candle here. So technically, it already broke the I guess you can say now it still has structure, right? Break already retested, so that's one retest. Yes, I don't know. I just personally wouldn't long this, but if you feel like getting wrecked, go for it. I mean, it's a good company, good fundamentals, good future, but you never know. Like, I'd wait here. You'd be patient if we ever get a retest of here, or even this area. It's like, it's all about being patient with these new stocks, or buying fib levels, I guess. So I wouldn't bid here. I would buy here and then add more here if I want to be an investor. So like 17, 18, and then here. But if you're scalping, I guess you can try to play it at this level. But investing, it'll be better down here in these areas. There's so much hype on this one because DYDX is a decentralized platform. So like, you own your keys, right? You're trading directly from your wallet versus when you're on a centralized exchange, you don't own your keys until you withdraw from the exchange, if that makes sense. And then again, you have China banning Bitcoin for the 50th time, so causing panic. So people need another alternative to futures trade. And you know, DYDX has a clean platform, but Delta also has a clean platform. So if you want a futures platform, you can go on Delta, FDYDX, use my ref link, because I forgot to mention them, and trade with me on Delta, get wrecked with me on Delta. This is not an ad, this is a real shit. No advertisement here. They're sponsoring the stream. Delta. Mango is direct competitor. Well, it's a good question, but I don't think they are a direct competitor because one, I believe DYDX is on the Ethereum network, so Mango Futures is on Solana. So I guess like it's preference whether you have an ETH or Sol Maxi. So it's about that. Yes, Delta is clean, so use my ref link and don't get liquidated. Yeah, somebody got a deposit bonus on Delta, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, they still have the 30K bonus, but you have to KYC 30 on 50K. So I think it's 100K and then you would get that 30K. So you can literally lose 30K and it won't affect your balance. Yeah, the fees are good because they have that that referral link discount. You get like 20% off fees. Yeah, so use my referral link for that fee, you know. But anyways, Luna, I see that it's having a good day. Already had this level on Luna right here, so it's interesting to see that it is support. So like, usually I like these patterns. So like these patterns work on lower time frames, higher time frames. So like if you in a stream, these are patterns that I usually like to play. So like you get the dump, you get the V move, you break above, and then you wait until price makes that break above, and then you would long on the first touch of this level, and it's usually good money or profit. I like to take it because, you know, V shape. So remember that pattern and look for it on all types of time frames. There's like a free pattern for you guys. So like the first touch, right? You want along the first touch, right? First one, first. Over here, not so much. You want to be first, and that's all it is. And oh, speaking of that, I did post this setup earlier. So like this is sand, right? I was waiting for a dip on sand. It's kind of similar to that pattern, right? So yeah, if you do want to long sand, you could long it on Delta, by the way. So you can use my Delta link to long sand, by the way. So I think I'm watching sand to long it because I think it's a similar pattern. Let's just look at it together. Right? Sand does look good if we're bullish. All right, so let's look at that Binance. So like here's what I'm talking about. You get that V move to break above a level, and then you just, you know, patiently wait. If it don't come, it don't come. Like, it's all about patience. If it don't come, then you don't take the trade. But shit, they already pumped this shit. But if it does come, we look to long over here, you know? We look to play along here because we have targets, the structure already broke, and you have invalidation. Simple. Good setups, good risk to reward. So like, if you're longing here, patience, even if you put your stop at this low, that's like, what is this stop right here? How far is it? Damn, that's a 7% spot. So you want to make sure your positioning is correct, but can easily target like these highs, 2R. But you don't have to put your stop that high. So longing here, right? If I am going to long this level, here's how I'm going to execute this trade. And we have 4 minutes until the close. So I'm just going to wait for price to come here. And I'm just going to look at the order books. If there is buy pressure, I'm going to wait for that higher low to form. And then I'll get my invalidation. So it'll be very tight. So if I'm longing here, my invalidation would be after the structure has showed me that buyers are stepping in, and then, bro, the risk to reward is very good. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, Delta does not require KYC, but you know, if you are from the US, you cannot trade on Delta. So if you're from the US, you can't trade on any futures platform, by the way. So just, you know, just get in with your get your shit together. All right, you US citizens, you can't trade, all right? And don't use a VPN, because if you use a VPN, then you could trade, but you're not supposed to do that, you know, because it's just wrong. But don't use a VPN, because then you will be able to trade, you know, but it's illegal. So like, you know, anyways, longing this dip. So I'm gonna set alerts here just in case, and execution is gonna be a reversal, you know, on lower time frames. Even if we dip below, like, we're gonna want to buy this dip. All right, it looks good. I saw somebody mentioning DOT vertical accumulation. Like, you could literally just, I don't know, like, you can be an ape and long, but not me personally. Like, it just looks too like this chart doesn't look clean to me. I mean, it is bullish, right? We broke above, but this shit looks like it could scam any minute, you know? So like, see this order block here. I'd be patient and wait. But I mean, like, if it dips, then the whole market's gonna dip. So like, you could long in this area here with invalidation below, because we already made that higher high, but it was nasty. But yeah, Bitcoin is closing, so let's just see how it looks. Bitcoin is closing, boys. All right, so we'll just remove this chart and let's just see how Bitcoin is closing. So I think I'll just hang out for a little bit. Yeah, it's illegal, bro. Definitely illegal. It's definitely illegal, bro. Here in North Korea, there's no SEC. Damn, you guys are lucky, huh? SEC. Greece doesn't know what crypto is? That's funny. Yeah, so daily's closing, monthly's closing. Let's see what we have. Like, we should see something, right? There should be something going on here. Whoa, did we just get rugged? Alright, so here we go. Daily has just officially closed, and we are looking frozen in the books. Actually, Coinbase is buying. Interesting. Coinbase likes the dip. And try to get some TPO. Wow, really? I don't know. Like, my internet is so bad right now. I don't get it. Looks weird. Internet acting stupid. So yeah, you know, I'll probably be getting off stream soon, but I am bullish. I'm looking to continue buying dips until it doesn't work anymore. So scalping, maybe I will scalp, but usually I don't scalp on Fridays. Depends. So tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, I don't usually scalp on. Do we fade the open? You know, bro, go for it, man. Like, don't be scared. Like, that's the thing. Like, do not be scared to fade. Do not be scared to take a trade. Just go for it, bro. Like, make sure you have your risk and just fade that shit. You know what I mean? Like, fade the first 30-second bearish candle. Don't be scared, bro. Like, for example, here's the highs. So just see if they try to pump it here. If they don't, then fade that shit anyway. Like, I would fade it if I'm scalping. Like, once I see some bear shit, I'm fading that shit. If my plan is to fade the daily open, you fade it because the volume is coming right now. So, like, you can high leverage fade it. And, you know, like, people who just faded that are in profit right now. You could have took profit just like that. I saw the buy flow coming in the agri trade. So it's coming in. The algos are coming. Bitcoin is pumping. And now once we're up here, this is going to be the next level, right? 44.1. So if you're a man, you fade this shit, bro. Or even just wait until you get some, just start fading it now, bro. Don't be scared, bro. Get liquidated, my G. But make sure you're using my ref link. Nah, I'm joking. I'm really joking. Don't get liquidated, bro. It's not fun. Like, to be honest, I'm just gonna keep it real. If you use my ref link, here's what I always tell people, right? Use on your main account 3 times leverage to 5x max. Don't use more than 5 times leverage on your main account. Because if you use more than 5 times leverage on your main account, it can cause stress and you can start making dumb decisions. So if you want to get liquidated, risk 1 or 2% of your main. So if you have a 10K account, risk $200, bro, and put it on a degen, and then use 50x leverage. Because who cares? Like, you're only gonna lose 2%, but you have out of that 200 that you're risking, that 2%, you can make money, you know? So it won't hurt getting liquidated. But if you're trading on your main account and you want to survive in crypto, I will recommend that you don't use more than 3 times leverage at any time. Just stick to 3x and just like go from there. Don't use 5x is fine on your main, but don't do, if you have a big account, don't do more than 3x, bro. That's just my advice, and you will survive crypto markets with 3x. Because even if you open a trade at 2x, you can finesse your way to minimize the loss. Anything above 1x is a lot. Shit, I mean, it depends, bro, how much money you playing with. Some people trade with like 5K accounts, you know, so a 15K position, that's your max position. But if you're trading $1 million account, you don't need no leverage. Just trade 1 million, you know. If you're trading 100K, use 2 times leverage, right? But most people use smaller accounts, so that's why they need the leverage. So yeah, if you want to fade this daily, wait until the liquidity goes above. So like when I'm fading daily candles, I'm gonna wait for them to run this high and then fade it. So if it starts reversing from here, then I'm gonna just miss the trade completely. I would wait until this high, and then I would see if I could see some order flow, some, you know, quick in and out, and then yeah, just get the hell out. Take your quick profit. If you're trading, if you're fading it on your main, just make sure you have your risk managed. So like this is the high. So a lot of times I see the initial pump like this, but then we start nuking from here. So like we can just pivot from here, right? But it's very hard to time it. That's why you just have to take your chances. Like if you have a rule, like this is the first bearish candle that we had, the bearish engulfing, right? Enter short. So you have to have rules, because sometimes we don't even take this high. Bearish engulfing, right? You got the bearish engulfing candle here. So we're gonna get the 30-second time and just convict above that. We're not gonna, like, you know, come up again. So me, I'm not playing aggressive, but because I'm in a position and I don't really feel like scalping right now because I have, you know, stuff to do. And I'm usually scalping like when I'm like, you know, more eager to make some profits. But like the rule, you get your rules out. You had the first bearish candle. Now wait for a pullback and short, or you could just market short, literally. So like if I'm playing the 30-second, I would wait for a price to pull back in this area and validation like right here. If I'm doing high leverage, like 25 leverage, I'll wait here and just market enter with like a $40 stop. Like I've caught bottoms like that. But yeah, you see that exactly what I was saying. They didn't run into highs. So you just got to take your chances on fading. Is Coinbase buying? Bro, are you shorting? Just tell me right now. I think I saw that question twice. Are you short right now? Are you scared of Coinbase, bro? Let me know. Because Coinbase is buying. They are buying. They're not selling as much. Let's see if we can see it. This is the vibe song right here. You want to know the playlist? Jewish Dab. That's my playlist, bro. My ref link right there. That's the playlist. There you go, bro. You get the playlist from there. Just refer. Deposit 100K. Don't get liquidated. That's my ref link. Nah, I'm joking. I got you right now, bro. This is here is that the playlist. Thank you, Cool Inch, for subscribing. I appreciate it. So like, you go to that playlist right there, and the song that I was just playing is the last song. It starts at 58. That's my favorite song. I'll one of the favorite in that track. So I'll replay it right now because I do like this song. I'll put it higher too because it's a vibe, bro. This song right here is a vibe. You know, like you trade into this song, like when you in the zone, when you ready to scalp, like when market is going crazy, volatile. I'll be playing this lo-fi in. I'll just be in, like no hesitations. Like you enter the trade. You have your invalidation, and you just in and out if you scalping, like market in and out. So like, if you're doing a 30-second time frame fade on the first bearish engulfing, you in there, like don't even hesitate. Like market short. You know what I'm saying? Invalidation above here, add more to that short. So market didn't really give a chance, but if you took the daily open fade above here, you'd be sitting in profit depending on your leverage. If you're taking 20, 30x leverage, and if you're doing that high leverage, then like I said, make sure it's not your main account. Is Coinbase buying? Yo, yeah, I got trouble. Yeah, they are buying, by the way. So yeah, let's just look at Coinbase. Wow, look at this shit, bro. Like, I pay for this shit, and it's glitching. What, are you kidding me, bro? The heat maps aren't even showing. Like, the hell is this? Is Coinbase buying, bro? Like, I can't even see if Coinbase is buying, bro. Trading late, they're scamming me. I pay monthly for this shit. The heat maps aren't working. Maybe I'll use their old version. MM need their edge back. So this trading late sucks, bro. So we're not even gonna look at it. I don't know. My internet is acting weird right now. Somebody's trying to DDoS me, bro. Like, why are you trying to DDoS? Why are you trying to DDoS me, bro? Getting DDoS live on stream. See, like if you faded the daily open, you in profit, and you could just end the trade. So literally, in the peak bull market, like the freest money in the world was longing the daily open, bro. You can do a 50x on a daily open, 80% chance you are in profit. And the reason was because funding was high. So I used to do it every day. There's people that in my Discord that did it. You long that daily open, bro, you close the trade within like 2 minutes, you can make $1,000, $2,000 literally. It was very easy. Very easy money. Like, I would just wait all day until China daily closed and just long, bro. So yep, market is coming back. Market is coming back. We'll just hang out on stream for a little bit longer. Just chill. I appreciate everyone that has joined the stream. There's over 200 people. So thank you guys for joining. Somebody said lower the music. Sure, I'll just lower it a little bit. Wanted to listen to music towards the end. Turn the music louder. Shit. The trolls don't stop. Hour 30-minute stream. I think that's good. We did an hour 26 so far. Okay, so looking at TPO before we finish the stream. Right, looking at TPO, like everything is lagging, bro. Like what the hell is going on? Like my internet is getting rugged right now. All right, so here's what I'm talking about. You see the liquidity void single prints? It's around 46.2 to 46.8. So upside from this whole zone is going to be this level. And if we look on TPO, it formed as a resistance. So this whole area, we start breaking above 44, 45, then 47Ks is going to be that next area that we're going to be looking at. So it's why I usually like to long these dips, you know. And even like you can see, there's a lot of unfilled, like this whole liquidity void, right? So like buying the dip, if we do come down on a dip, trying to get a dip going into the weekend, it could be good. You know, we have the POC here and we have single prints. So I would be longing the dip if we do come back down. So I'll be looking to long the dip from 42K and below possibly. So just being patient. Because if I'm longing around 42K, then still the target would be 45Ks. And then if you was in the stream from earlier, you know the plan to the downside, right? We got the plan on the downside. So yeah, if you have a coin or anything that you want me to look at, I would look at it before I leave the stream. And like I said, I like Solana. We do like Solana. Solana's looking strong. So holding Solana on spot for 120. And it does look good. So AVAX, sure, I'll look at AVAX because that's just consolidation on AVAX. So nothing really clean here unless you're long already from like 60s. This area, I wouldn't really take a long in here. I mean, you can try to play it for a breakout, but that's just not my style. So moving on to higher time frames. Let's see, we have this zone over here that looks good. So yeah, it doesn't really look clean for me to get in position, but I can see that it's trying to break the highs, so it'll need some momentum. We talked about Luna. Like Luna looks good. Like, see, the thing about this is like we already broke structure, it looks strong, so like waiting for a dip here would be better than waiting for a dip on AVAX, if that makes sense. But trying to catch a move on AVAX can be good as well, because it could be lagging. So all to preference. We'll just buy dips, but Luna does look very good, strong. Lower time frames. Charting Luna on lower time frames, we can have this trend line as bias, and either wait for the close below, wait for the pump and then short it with invalidation, or just wait for the dip. That would be my idea on trading Luna right now. And of course, you will have to watch the market and how it's doing, because as you can see, there's some altcoins that are green, but Luna is red at the moment. So yeah, just be patient. Like Solana is looking good. I like Solana. If I want to buy a dip on Solana, to be honest, like very hard to say. Like I don't know, man. Like I'm just happy I just longed over here around 120. Because it's just very compressed lately, Solana. So like you have this candle here above 144. So you see these candles over here, these wicks. These can be like trap shorts. So you can look to play from the trap shorts. And then most importantly, we want to start closing above here, which is 142. Like we want to break 142 and then come back and then pump. So like, yeah, you can see from here the chart, the most important level is going to be this 150 range, because you can see support, 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 broke support, broke the resistance on the first try, didn't hold. We try to hold here, it didn't. Resistance, and now the lower high. So we have to break above 148, and then we can break above 150. So that'll be the resistance break. Because after we break 150, it'll be like 175 to 150. So that's why I'm holding it from 120 and I'm not taking profit. And yeah, that's Solana. DOT dot is pushing. Yeah, like see, something like this, it looks good, right? Because you have this area where there can be trapped shorts. So like even like longing this like right now or waiting for a dip, it's good because got some momentum, you know. So like these are the type of stuffs you can make easy money on. 3% to this upside, waiting for a dip higher, like the low right here. So assuming being patient would be that we broke this high, so we kind of form that higher high. So like waiting for a dip, right, to form like another higher low. So you want to buy as close as possible to this, assuming that invalidation is below here. You know what I'm saying? So you can be an ape and long now, or you can just wait for a dip. But DOT does look good, to be honest, in my opinion. FTT. Yeah, yeah, Solana looks good. Solana looks good. We're gonna try to break above here. I'm still long. FTT, like I said, $50. That's where Tabasco, Chewbacca, whatever his name is, he's buying 50. So we buy 50. Like, if Bitcoin breaks above 145, then all of these are most likely gonna go up, right? So if you are interested to long FTT, right, your invalidation is below 50, because you know he's buying 50, bro. Like he said it, he made it very clear that he likes 50, so we like 50. Let's see. So yeah, I'll wrap up the stream in a few minutes. But SRM, yeah, good. I think I mentioned SRM. I was waiting sub 60, but same thing. SRM, we are breaking this downtrend, right? See this act as resistance, this zone. So waiting for dips and getting in, right? We have one candle here, can get in on a dip here, right? 720, you can be aggressive here, but the structure is broken, you know, so waiting for dips. Mango, a little messy. I wouldn't even touch this right now. All right, what else? What else we got? SXP, bro. I don't even like looking at those alts because SXP, that shit is manipulated as shit. Like, all of these patterns look similar. Like, you can see, like, for example, SXP, similar pattern to SRM. Market makers are just slow here. Like, they should already broke out, right? So anticipating a breakout, you could just literally market long this shit right now. anticipating it follows the same market maker pattern. Like, look at SXP, right? Pay attention to this pattern, right? How it's looking, right? Resistance, resistance, compression around the resistance, and then look at, for example, we just looked at SRM, right? Same thing, right? Resistance, resistance, not much compression, they just pushed it above. So SXP is lagging. So if we are bullish, then it should break out, you know? Do you have any tips for beginner traders? The best tip I could give to a beginner is if you are gonna trade to get rich, you're probably going to lose all your money. But if you're trading to enjoy the art of trading and you like trading because it's fun, then you would be able to make money by managing your risk. So focus more on risk management videos and just learn you know, how to manage your money. But in my opinion, every single trader will get wrecked because it's just human nature that you have to learn these lessons by yourself. So somebody could tell you, like, manage your risk, but there's gonna come a time where you're on a 7-win streak and like you're like, yo, this is the 8th trade, I won 7 in a row, I'm about to size up, and you're gonna size up and get wrecked. So that's how trading works. There's no way around it. So you have to get wrecked, but manage your risk. So yeah, I'll just end in about 5 minutes. So if you guys feel free to ask me questions. Altcoins, I'll look at it. So yeah, I just pretty much spent, you know, the last 15 minutes just, you know, chilling. So I appreciate all you guys joining the stream and sticking around. That's pretty dope. If you are not in my Discord, you could join and just get with the community. You know, we have a study channel, right? So that's my Discord. So we have a channel dedicated for, like, you know, I don't want to say noobs, but beginner traders. So we have a lot of educational materials, and then we have friendly people in the Discord that will help you if you have questions, right? So you would ask the questions in a channel called Studycation. So don't be a noob in the main channel because you'll get trolled. So, you know, just, you know, bro, you funny. Phantom is going to be listed. Yeah, so somebody mentioned Phantom, and it's like, what is it, FTM? So if you don't know the fundamentals, like, Phantom is a layer 1, so it's like similar to, damn, this is Bybit, by the way. Look at his chart, it looks like shit, by the way. Hold on, let's get more history. FTM. Is it on Binance? Okay, it is. Alright, this is better. Yeah, so this is basically layer 1. So if you don't know what layer 1 is, it's basically like an ecosystem like Ethereum, AVAX, DOT, you got Polygon, stuff like that. So it's layer 1. And a lot of people like it. So $1, you know, could be good. But a lot of compression, a lot of consolidation. We got this bullish candle. So no clear really entry, it's just consolidation. So if you're already long, then there's no reason to close your longs. And then we have the order block, as always, that already got tested twice. So depending on how the market is, like, if Bitcoin pumps, this will pump for sure. If Bitcoin dumps, then it will dump. And personally, this order block got tested once, 2. So I would wait below here, right? I'll be waiting below $1.90, and then you could take spot, because at the end of the day, FTM is layer 1, so it got potential. Even if you long now, 5 years from now, FTM is not going to be $1. It's probably going to be like $15, $20. Layer 1 platform, so valuable. OMG. Sure. So OMG will be the last one I will look at, and then I'd end the stream. So I'll probably be around in the Discord. But yeah, beautiful. Pumping that shit. Like, look at this. Very bullish. This is bull market. Bull market. So if it does the same thing, like, it can break out long. Like, it's going crazy. Like, this is probably the best oil we looked at so far. Like, so you got the pump, consolidation, pump, pump, consolidation, pump. So similar to that would be like pump, consolidation, pump. And now if it breaks the structure, then you have a reason to short, you know? So OMG, it does look good. Very good. Looks strong. Seems rare. I think I mentioned OMG around $8. Like, so I'll tell you about OMG. I longed OMG over here somewhere, and I stopped out right here. But I would have took profit probably already right here, right? But I remember longing it here and stopping out so I don't get liquidated because I was going to sleep. But yeah, thanks for everybody. Thanks to everybody that has joined the stream. I appreciate you guys. You know, just a summary, I'm bullish on the markets. I'm bullish on Bitcoin, holding Solana spot. So just the key level you're going to have to watch is 45K. So breaking above 45K would mean that we have potential to pump to 47K. And if we start resisting around 45K, then we'd probably head back down to 42Ks. And lower time frames, we're going to be looking to buy dips. We're going to be buying the dips, all right? Not necessarily these dips, we'll just hold. But coming down here, we're going to be buying these dips, all right? Similar to this V pattern I showed you guys, we got the V. So we're going to be buying these dips and validating, all right? Risk management, take care, and hold it down, guys. Don't get wrecked. Peace.